I'm a long-term fellow here at the Folger Shakespeare Library, and that's been an opportunity to work on a new research project called Rogue's License, Counterfeiting Authority in Early Modern England. That arose from a quote from Sir Toby Belch. He says at one point to a friend of his, "Taunt him with the license of ink." And that was a really rich phrase for me, and I thought, is this being meant literally or metaphorically? So I dug into that term, and when you think about license, it means on the one hand permission to do something like a driving license, but it also means poetic license, doing something that you're not necessarily supposed to be doing. And Shakespeare plays with the richness of that term, and so in being at the Folger, I've been trying to understand licensing in early modern England. We don't necessarily think of merry old England as very bureaucratic, but actually authors like Shakespeare are really invested in what paperwork means. So there's a really interesting network of power relations brought out by studying the license. And in terms of playing, the master of the revels controlled what could be performed in early modern England, but before that license was granted, the players needed to present their playbook. So this had real-world consequences for players at this time. I've had a lot of fun with a document, a letter from Sir John Fastolf. So this is a century before Shakespeare, from 1451, where he writes this letter because he's gotten a license to create a college of priests. And he wrote a supplication to Henry VI. Henry VI grants this license, but the reason we know all this is because he loses the piece of paper, and he writes frantically to his steward, "And now I have due searched among my writings for the said bill with the king's hand, and I cannot find it." And that really fascinated me, that sort of a full century before Queen Elizabeth is on the throne, we've got a knight of the realm sort of looking through his papers, trying to get his papers in order. And so that really brought home to me that paperwork was affecting people's lives in really concrete ways, from a knight of the realm right down to the vagabonds and itinerants who needed a license to travel. So I've been looking at the full social spectrum.